Hey, you cool cats and kittens. Today is week 4. Welcome back from spring break. I hope you guys had a good spring break. Um, it was really nice for me, so I assume it was nice for you. Kind of weird. I didn't really expect it to be that nice, just because we were all stuck at home, but it was pretty nice. So this week we are going to be finishing To Kill a Mockingbird. So last time we figured out what happened to Tom Robinson and kind of the fallout of really the Tom Robinson case. This section right here, what's going to happen is it's kind of like a circle. We started off with this Boo Radley kind of, narrative where they're talking about Boo Radley and they're trying to like contact Boo Radley. And we're going full circle where the narrative is coming back to Boo Radley. So you guys are going to be reading pages 332 to 376, which is just chapters 27 to 31. So that's the end of the book. We'll be finishing the book this week. I expect us to be done with the reading of the book. So if you look at our assignments this week, they're basically the same that we've had from the beginning of the class, right? Beginning of the online format, where you'll have chapter questions and then you'll have to participate in a discussion online. What I've been noticing, guys, is that not enough of you are participating. You're not doing your work. I'm not really sure why, but that's the very first thing I realized. So obviously you're not going to do well in the class if you don't do your work. So make sure you do that. But then B as well, especially for these discussion boards, you guys aren't putting enough commentary in your discussion. So make sure you fulfill the requirements. I have sentence requirements. I ask you to refer to the book. Each of you has a copy of that book, so that shouldn't be that difficult. But again, you're taking the book and you're saying this is what the book says, and this is how it pertains to my ideas. Okay, so make sure you participate in that discussion. You have like a legitimate discussion about the chapters. Okay, so because we're finishing the book this week, we'll be having our final for To Kill Mockingbird next week. Okay, so if you look right here, I have some assignments. So I'm giving you guys a study guide this week to help prepare you guys for the final, which is next week. Okay, so if you look at the directions, I say next week will be the final for To Kill Mockingbird. This will be in the format of a Socratic seminar, but online. So if you guys remember, we did a Socratic seminar for the book Night, where we got in a circle and we discussed different topics and themes of the book. We'll be doing the same thing in terms of topics and themes with To Kill Mockingbird, but instead of getting together, because we can't, I'll be doing a Canvas live conference next Wednesday and Friday, the 22nd and 24th. So we hold a conference from 12 to 1 both of those days. So you can hop on either of those days. It doesn't really matter what period you're a part of. If you're a part of 2nd period or 7th period, I don't really mind which one you pop into. Just make sure you pop into one of those live sessions where we can have a discussion. Okay. So to help prepare you guys for that discussion, I have 3 different questions that we'll be discussing in this Socratic seminar. Okay, so look at those questions and begin to fill out those questions. So I ask you to come up from examples from the text, from the world, and from your lives. That's basically how I'll be grading you guys. Like, do they bring up examples from the text? Do they show like a complete knowledge of the ideas and themes and topics of To Kill a Mockingbird? And then can they take those themes and ideas and can they relate that to things that are happening in the world, things that are happening in their lives, etc. Okay, so that's one aspect. But then I also ask you guys to list 5 questions that you can come up with, like that you can bring up in the Socratic seminar. So this study guide is really to help you guys prepare for the tests, which will be next week on the 22nd and 24th. Make sure you jump on one of those live sessions, because if you don't, you'll have to write a really, really long essay for To Kill Mockingbird. So I'd rather you guys just jump on, have a discussion with me. We can catch up, things like that. Okay. So that's kind of the idea of this week. You'll do the chapter questions. You'll read your book, do the chapter questions, do the discussion board, and then fill out the study guide. And then do realize again that we have this book talk that's due on May 1st. So make sure you're reading your own personal reading book at home. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at mckay.campbell@jordandistrict.org. Or you can message me through Canvas. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you on the discussion boards.